when we convert the multiple integral from one coordinate system to another, say for example from Cartesian coordinate system to polar coordinate system, then this Jacobian is used. Till we have not seen the example. Once we study the unit number 6 in M2, there we study few examples of this type. Next application, we understood how we can find the partial derivative using the Jacobian. Okay, partial derivative of implicit function using the Jacobian, and this is the example del x by del u, and we know how to find this, how the formulas are developed, how to remember them. All these things we understood in the previous lecture. Okay, after that, this is the third application to see whether given functions are dependent or not, known as functional dependence. So we studied functional dependence in previous lecture. We have gone through few examples, and we decided that we'll solve few more examples of this type, so that we'll come to know what type of functions exist and how to check the functional dependence. Okay, so we understood what the functional dependence is. Suppose u equal to f1 of xy and v equal to f2 of xy. These are the two functions of x and y. Then they are said to be functionally dependent if there exists a relation of the form u equal to f of u or v equal to f of u. That is, if we are able to remove the x and y, then they are said to be functionally dependent. So now question is how to check the functional dependence, and for that we have to use the Jacobian. So u and v, they are the functions of x and y. They are said to be functionally dependent if Jacobian of u v with respect to x y equal to 0. Suppose u v w are the functions of x y z, and they are said to be functionally dependent if Jacobian of u v w with respect to x y z equal to 0. Then we considered u and v as a function of x, y, z, and they are functionally dependent if Jacobian of u v with respect to x, y, 0, Jacobian of u v with respect to y, z, and then with respect to x, z, right? They are equal to 0. Then they are said to be functionally dependent. Then we studied one example. Started with first example, u equal to x plus y and v equal to 3xy. The determinant is not equal to 0, therefore u and v are not functionally dependent. Same was in case of second example also. Whereas in third example, the functions were functionally dependent and we obtained the relation. In fourth example, it was homework to check the functional dependence, and then we obtained the relation between u and v. And we understood that they are the functionally dependent. Okay, I'll go through the next example. So aim is to check the functional dependence, and if they are dependent, we have to find a relation between them. Okay, so next example. How much is the strength? 74 only. Okay, what about the remaining peoples? Not interested. Okay, continue.
Wait, they are joining.
Achha, okay. Wait for some time. Okay, let me start. Next example, example number 5. So question is check the functional dependence, and if they are dependent, find a relation between them. Okay, so right, u equal to sine x plus. As a revision, let me solve the first example. We'll solve the first example. Can you tell me what the answer will be? Are they functionally dependent? U and v. Are they functionally dependent? Can anyone tell me? Jacobian of uv with respect to xy should be equal to 0. So derivative of u with respect to x, v v with respect to x. So we can take x plus cos of x plus y common. Not possible. They are not functionally dependent. They are not functionally dependent. Next. Sixth example. Next example right now. U equal to x plus y plus z, v equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Now we can use this logic and now understand, see towards screen and understand. U, what is degree of every term in U? 1. Degree of x is 1, degree of y is 1, degree of z is 1. See the v, degree of x is 2, degree of y is 2, degree of z is 2. See the w, okay? Degree of every term is again 2. So in case of v and w, the degree is 2, whereas in case of u, degree is 1. So it is possible to remove the x, y, z if there are if their degrees are same and coefficient are opposite. Okay. So for example, if coefficient of x square is 1, we want minus x square, right? Now, so that we can cancel it. So if we have yz, we want minus yz. Okay. So let me find the u square. That is x plus y plus. First part is to check the functional dependence. I'm leaving that to you. Please check the functional dependence yourself. So square is x square, y square, z square plus. I think everyone know the procedure. X, y, z. These are the terms. Square of the first, square of the second, square of the third. That we are written x square plus y square plus z square. Now take two terms together. X, y. Okay. So 2xy. Then xz. So 2xz. And last yz, 2yz. Okay. X square plus y square plus z square. What is x square plus y square plus z square? V. And what is xy plus yz? 2w. Right? This is the range. U square equal to v plus 2w. Can I change the page? Return?
Sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
First part is remaining that for the example number 6, you have to check the functional dependence, and in this case determinant will be equal to 0. That you have to do yourself. Please do it yourself. Next step. Example is like this, right? U equal to x plus y plus z, v equal to x minus y plus z, and w equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xz. Last is xz term, 2xz. So again, you might have observed that in case of u, the degrees is 1. In case of v, degree of every term is 1. In case of w, degrees are 2. Okay, so we have to square the u square. and what is the square? X square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2xz plus 2yz. Okay, then v square. So x minus y and z, square of the first, square of the second, minus minus it will become plus z square. Okay, then 2 turns together, x into y minus xy multiplied by 2 minus 2xy, x into z 2xz, and minus y into z minus 2yz. Hope everyone know how to find the square. You just add u square and v square. So right, u square plus v square. See the first term, x square 2x square, 2y square, isn't it? 2z square plus 2xy minus 2xy, cancel, plus 2xz plus 2xz 4xz minus 2yz plus 2yz, cancel. So in this way we have to find the relation. U square plus v square equal to 2w. First part is remaining to check the functional dependence. Please do that yourself. Right, next. U equal to y plus z, v equal to x plus 2z square, w equal to ax minus 4yz minus 2y square, ax minus 4yz minus 2y square. Now see the concept we used for the example number 6 and 7, the degrees, that cannot be used here. समझ आ रहा है ना सबको? यहाँ पे डिग्री एक है हर एक की. Degree of the first term is 1, degree of the second term is 2. Degree is 1, degree 2, degree 2. है ना? So अभी क्या करते हैं? We'll start with the biggest term. So we'll start with the w. W contain x. Now you go to the u. U में y plus z है, so does not contain x. So we cannot get x from u. Right? Now you go to the v. V contain x. And in w also we have x, so we should keep v as it is, है ना? w equal to हमें लिखना है, तो w equal to हमें v लिखना पड़ेगा, है ना? x है यहाँ पे भी x है. अच्छा, now you go to the next term yz, right? u contain y plus z, so if we square u, we'll get yz term. Okay, so u square. What is u square? Y plus z square. Y square plus 2yz plus z square. Now I am writing like this, w equal to, take क्या है, w equal to, so अच्छा, w हमें, we want to find the w, huh? So let me start like this. We decided that w contain x, v contain x, so v as it is. Okay, next we want minus 4yz. So we'll get yz from u square only, but that is plus 2yz. So minus 2u square लेके मैं लिखता हूँ. So v is here, x plus 2z square minus 2u square, y square plus 2yz plus z square. Now let me simplify this. X plus 2z square minus 2y square minus 4yz minus 2z square. So plus 2z square minus 2z square will cancel. Then we have x minus 4yz minus 2y square, and that is equal to w. So conclusion is v minus 2u square equal to w. This is the relation. Hope सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Are you getting this relation? लिख दीजिए आप इसको.
Yes, sir.
Write it. और दो एग्जाम्पल देखने.
Sir, screen. Done, sir.
Okay, let me change the page. See the next example. Ninth example. Let u equal to मैं relation find करना. First part I am leaving up to you. So see, understand. Somehow we should able to find the somehow we should able to remove the x and y. तो हमें देखकर पता चलता है कि in case of u, x plus y is there in denominator, और v में x plus y is in numerator. So if we multiply, we can cancel x plus y, है ना? तो करके देखते हैं क्या होता है. We have to solve these examples by trial and error method. कोई फिक्स फॉर्मूला नहीं है उसका. x minus y divided by x plus y into x plus y divided by x. So this x plus y will cancel. So we have x minus y divided by x. अभी इसको थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. So x by x minus y by x. So we are getting uv equal to 1 minus y by x. हमें y by x हमें रिमूव करना है. Okay, but we know what the v is. Okay, now you go to the v. x plus y divided by x. x से डिवाइड करो. So 1 plus y by x आ रहा है. Okay, so what is conclusion from here? Y by x equal to v minus 1. है ना? That we have to substitute here. Okay, so uv equal to 1 minus y by x, but y by x is known to us 1 minus v minus 1, है ना? तो uv आएगा 2 minus v. होप सबको समझ में आ रहा है. अब ये कैसे समझेगा? बाय प्रैक्टिस ओनली यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस. हाँ, सो जितना आप ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे समझ में आएगा कि हाउ टू रिमूव द एक्स वाई. ठीक, चलो और एक एग्जांपल देखते हैं आपको आ रहा है. I'll give you 1 minute to solve the example. So example is like this. U equal to x minus y divided by x plus y, and v equal to xy divided by x plus y square. चलो देखो, ट्राई करो. ट्राई टू रिमूव द x and y from here. x और y को रिमूव करना है. यस, आ रहा है किसी को आंसर? कोई आइडिया हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व द एग्जांपल? अगेन यू कैन कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन x प्लस वाई. इसको भी आप कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर सकते हैं. सो यू स्क्वायर प्लस वी करके देख सकते हैं, सब्सट्रैक्ट करके देख सकते हैं. यू कैन यूज योर ओन मेथड, है ना? तो करके देखते हैं. यू स्क्वायर पहले देखते हैं क्या आएगा. वाई यू स्क्वायर, सी द डिनोमिनेटर ऑफ v. x प्लस वाई स्क्वायर है ना, इसलिए. अब रेसिप्रोकल भी लेके कैंसिल कर सकते हैं या और कुछ मेथड यूज कर सकते हैं, है ना। तो यू टेल मी, सपोज आई वांट टू गेट x प्लस वाई स्क्वायर इन न्यूमरेटर आल्सो, तो मुझे क्या चाहिए, क्या चेंज है, व्हाट विल बी x प्लस वाई होल स्क्वायर, x स्क्वायर प्लस 2xy आएगा ना, ये माइनस 2xy की जगह प्लस 2xy चाहिए। तो मैं ऐसे करता हूँ, what we can do, can anyone tell me what should be done, u square as it is। अच्छा, v के साथ क्या करना चाहिए, so that, हाँ करेक्ट, हाँ सही बताया,
डिवाइड
टू स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय v।
नहीं ठीक है, 4 भी करते हैं ना, देखते क्या होता है, एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 2xy, फिर आपके एडे से भी करके देखते, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। हाँ बोलो, 4 टाइम्स v, है ना, तो डिनोमिनेटर सेम है, सो न्यूमरेटर विल गेट एडेड। गेटिंग, या आप जिस मेथड से करना चाहते करके देखो, रिलेशन तो यही आएगा। If you want to use any other method, na, use it, no problem. Finally, you will get this relation. Got it? आगे बढ़ते हैं। Can I change the page now?
यस सर,
लिख दिया सबने?
जस्ट अ मिनट।
हाँ, बाकी है, इधर है ये,
डन सर।
चलो नेक्स्ट पार्ट पढ़ते हैं। So we studied everything about the Jacobian. Okay? जैकोबियन के बारे में काफी सारी चीजें पढ़ी, एक बार रिवाइज करते हैं क्या क्या पढ़ा है हमने, ठीक है। Then we'll go to the next part. So what we studied about the Jacobian? Three methods to find Jacobian. कौन से 3 मेथड्स है? डेफिनेशन, मतलब ही क्या है, एक्सप्लिसिट फंक्शन इज रिक्वायर्ड, इन्हें ऐसा होना चाहिए, u फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स वाई, v फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स वाई, ओके, then we can write Jacobian of uv with respect to xy। है ना। नेक्स्ट हमने पढ़ा यूज ऑफ जे जे डैश, यानी इनसे above example u given as function of xy, v given as function of xy, and it is asked to find Jacobian of xy instead of uv with respect to xy। if it is asked to find Jacobian of xy with respect to uv, फिर हमें we have to find this thing Jacobian of uv with respect to xy, और उसका रेसिप्रोकल लेना पड़ेगा using j j dash equal to 1। और थर्ड Jacobian of implicit function, hope everyone remember, दोन फंक्शन कंस्ट्रक्ट करो u v x y, ओके, f2 of u v x y, then Jacobian of u v with respect to x y, क्या लिखा था हमने, -1/2। राइट ना, Jacobian of f दोन पर्यंत, हा मुलं कमी आहेत त्यामुळे नाही घेणार जास्त। 82 वगैरे 2 डिव्हिजन
तुम्ही दोन समीकरण घेतले. B आणि A का?
AB. So we studied all these things. These were 3 methods to find the Jacobian. Then 3 applications we studied. Of Jacobian. ये मैंने फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन आपको बताया. Suppose we have some integral f of xy dx dy and some area के ऊपर ये डबल इंटीग्रल till you not studied. Okay, हम इसको पढ़ेंगे M2 में. So we have this double integral and we want to convert this double integral into polar form. Now question may be why we are converting it into polar form? So that solving example will be simplified. It is not possible to solve the example in Cartesian form. तो f of x की जगह क्या आएगा? r cos थीटा आएगा. y की जगह आएगा r sin थीटा. पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट शायद आपको याद है. और dx dy की जगह क्या आएगा? dr d थीटा. और उसका जो कोएफिशिएंट है ना r आएगा. r कहां से आ गया? Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta. यहां से. Okay, so whenever there is transformation from one coordinate system to other, and if you want to solve the multiple integral, maybe double or triple integration, the coefficient of transformation is decided by the Jacobian. Okay, ये हमने समझा. ये पहला एप्लीकेशन है Jacobian का. सेकेंड है टू फाइंड, क्या फाइंड करना है? पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ इम्प्लिसिट फंक्शन. इसको हमने कुछ एग्जांपल लेके समझा भी. और थर्ड हमने पढ़ा फंक्शनल डिपेंडेंस, जो कल और आज हमने पढ़ा. ये है 3 एप्लीकेशन. ठीक है, right? This is what we studied in the Jacobian. Now let me proceed and we start with a new topic. Right? Can I change the page?
सर
हाँ बोलो.
सर 1 मिनिट. सर आपण पहिलं ऍप्लिकेशन नव्हतं केलं ना?
हाँ मी सांगितलं की तुम्हाला त्यावेळी. फक्त हे एग्जांपल घेतलं नव्हतं आणि आई एम गोइंग टू टेक दिस एग्जांपल इन M2. अभी मैं बता के भी कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा.
हाँ आठवलं पण. हाँ
इसको मैं आई विल रिवाइज दिस अगेन इन M2. हाँ यस. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Sure. Next. So we completed the Jacobian part. Next add-on, error and approximation. Right. Error and approximation. Done. Suppose x is any physical quantity. कुछ भी हो सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेंथ हो सकती है. लेंथ मे बी रेडियस ऑफ द स्फीयर, मे बी हाइट ऑफ द सिलेंडर. कुछ तो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है. ओके, absolute error or change. आप एरर समझो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. dx is the absolute error in x. So tell me what will be dx by x. कौन सी एरर रहेगी dx by x? What will be the name of this error? Yes.
फिजिकल.
No physical ना. Relative error आएगी. It is known as a relative error in x. And if I multiply it by 100, then this will be known as 100 कब आता है?
परसेंटेज
Yes, percentage error in x. X is any physical quantity, dx is the error in x, dx by x is relative error, 100 dx by x is percentage error in x. आप इसको ऐसे भी समझ सकते हैं, x है फिजिकल क्वांटिटी, उसमें एरर है dx, 100 में कितनी एरर है हमें फाइंड करना है ना. So question mark into 100, sorry, x equal to 100 dx. So ऐसे भी समझ सकते हैं, 100 dx by x is the percentage error in x. Understood? चलिए इसके नीचे लिखो formulas. Many of them are known to you. Area of circle, the area of ellipse, hope everyone know that equation of ellipse is like this. Yes, उसका एरिया क्या आता है? Anyone know? Pi AB. वॉल्यूम ऑफ स्फीयर कोई बता सकता है?
4/3 pi r cubed.
Very good. Can write volume of cylinder. Yes.
Pi r square h.
Pi r square. E. और कौन सा फॉर्मूला लग सकता है? अच्छा ठीक है, अभी और कुछ फॉर्मूला लगेगा तो यहाँ पे ऐड कर देंगे. So leave 2-3 lines and go to the next page. Right. Example. Find percentage error in area of an ellipse when 1% and 2% errors are made in measuring semi-major and semi-minor axis. Solution. Learn. Equation of ellipse is square upon a square plus y square upon b square equal to 1. Percentage error in semi-major axis. That is 100 dA by A is 1. Percentage error in semi minor axis. Okay, then again. Area of ellipse. Pi. So see, now onward you remember, whenever whatever the formula we are using, if the formula contains multiplication of the term, first we have to take log and then we have to differentiate. Okay. If there is addition and subtraction, then we have to differentiate as it is. Okay. So differentiating on both sides. Achha, taking log on both sides. Please make the small change. Then right. Derivative of log a 1 upon a, derivative of a dA. 1 upon a dA. Okay, now run, multiply by 100. And both of them are known to us. Percentage error in area of ellipse is 3. Any doubt here? Any doubt?
No,
Okay.
sir.
We'll stop here. We'll stop here. Let me take the attendance.
ओके सर.
सर जरा पेपर बद्दल